Luka Doncic has been nothing but a shell of himself since he's gotten to the Lakers, but the media seems to be on his side for some reason. Every time we see any post like this about Luka Doncic, they always twist it in a positive way. But in reality, as a Laker, he's only had one good game, guys. Only one good game. And many are going to be saying, oh, he just came back from injury. Oh, he's on a new team to adapt. But you're playing with a very competitive team, a top 5 team in many of the power rankings today, and you're playing with arguably the greatest player of all time. And you are a top 5 player today when healthy. So, I don't think he should be getting as many excuses as he is, considering his colleagues don't get as many excuses as he does. But since he's gone to LA, I feel like there's some sort of, agenda being pushed for him to stay in LA. So he's going to get nothing but positive media until he extends. So look at this. He had a good game and then a bad game, and then they combined his stats and said, look, oh, we're going to find a legendary player. Oh, only Larry Bird. Only Larry Bird in 1982 has had these stats. I've never seen a more pick-me stat ever. Never in my life have I ever seen that. And this was probably, he dropped 32 points and 19 points. Something like that. But this is in reality what Luka should be getting, considering what the colleagues of his do get of, attention when they're in the slump. He's 11 for 49 from 3. 11 from 49 against the Timberwolves yesterday. This man had an absolute disaster class. 1 for 9 from 3. He had a 1 foot 3-pointer. It was in a clutch situation. I can't lie, but the thing was, this is my thing. The refs are giving the Timberwolves technicals for just breathing. Nas Reed tech because he only got 2 points so far in the game. Oh, Anthony Edwards double tech. You're out of here, buddy. Just because he did push off, he slips, and then they just threw him out of the game. I'm still not sure why they threw him out of the game, but they barely beat the Timberwolves without Anthony Edwards for a quarter and a half. And then Luka's 1 for 9, and he finally hits a clutch 3, and he's so mad. He's even mad at himself. He doesn't even celebrate the 3, but look how poor he's been from 3. 11 for 49, 22%. If we saw LeBron James shooting this percentage, oh man, would the media go after him? If we saw KD, Curry, any of these guys shoot this percentage, James Harden, woof, the media would have their head. I've seen James Harden put up these numbers in playoff series, and they just absolutely decapitate this guy. But Luka Doncic instead, oh yeah, legendary. Honestly, he's only had one good game, and that was against the Nuggets. I'll give it to him. But every other game, he's been inefficient. 1 for 9, 1 for 7. Like, these are tour dates. These are Drake's tour dates in Australia right now. The weekend tour dates over here, bro. Like bro shooting 1 for 9, 3 for 8, 1 for 7. These are tour dates, I'm telling you. Rebounds wise, you would think this guy's playing as a center. They're letting, Nurkic shoot from 3, basically, is what the equivalent to Luka Doncic's 3-point percentage is. And I feel like what's going on with Luka is he probably had a weight issue. I think he was right now they listed him 230 pounds. But I feel like Luka was like 250, 260. He was getting up there in weight, considering that, yes, he probably does like to drink beer. Yes, he likes hookah. I feel like we see Michael Jordan. He was in love with alcohol, in love with cigarettes, and he would go play golf, gamble, drink, smoke cigars right before finals games. So as long as they're performing, it doesn't matter. But I feel like he did gain weight, Luka, and they were going to give him a huge amount of money. I feel like the owners just cheaped out. Mark Cuban would have just gave it to him, considering all the money he was going to get from Luka, extending jersey sales and whatnot, and like playoff tickets, everything. They didn't really keep that into consideration. The Lakers get him. I feel like he has been on a diet, so he has low energy, if that makes sense. I feel like his energy is being messed with, considering that he's probably on a low calorie intake, which is affecting his shot. So I think Luka, realistically, is going to come back to normal, come back to having, Denver-type games consistently once he has dropped enough weight and he starts eating, like he used to before the injury and before the weight gain. Because there was a weight gain. You can definitely notice, but you could definitely, if you see a picture from Luka getting off the plane in LA to Luka against the Timberwolves, he's definitely lost weight. And he's probably been on a crazy, just absolutely no food at all, basically no calories, and it's difficult to play starving. So I can see why his jump shot's probably like affected, because he's to put up your arms and put up a jump shot and not eat is crazy work in the NBA. So that's why I feel like his efficiency is so down. So eventually, once he gets his body right, I feel like statistically he'll be getting good. but I just don't like the media attention that he's getting, where he's clearly struggling, and we're seeing him get praised somehow because they're twisting and turning on stats, picking, they're absolutely moving a goalpost just to fit their agenda, which is disgusting in my opinion. Considering, look at LeBron James, man. LeBron James is getting absolutely no praise, really, aside from JJ Redick on his defense, but this man is averaging near 30 points since this trade, near 10 rebounds, near 8 assists, 43% from 3. That's a great percentage right there, better than the 1-for-9 tour date. Playing all-level defense, he's playing great defense. And considering he lost the Defensive Player of the Year candidate in Anthony Davis, and also losing Max Christie, a great defensive player as well, I can see why he stepped it up defensively. So I genuinely believe, LeBron James has a ton of hope on winning this championship, because for the first time in a long time, we've seen back-to-back years in the NBA where we don't have a clear favorite, and I feel like this year more than ever, we don't have a clear favorite to win it all. I feel like last year, it was Celtics were going to get out of the East, but who was going to play the Celtics, nobody knew. Denver didn't look as good, and this year the Celtics took a step back. So right now, nobody even knows what's going to happen in the finals. Nobody has a clue. It could be the Cavs, it could be the Knicks, it could be the Bucks, it could be the Celtics. It's like a 25% chance between all of them. Maybe even the Pistons give them a 2% chance. And then in the West, you got like 6-7 teams that could possibly make a push. So LeBron James knows that there's a clear opportunity to win a championship, and now they gave him a top 5 player. He's definitely locked in, and I want to give him some praise because he's 40 years old putting these stats up. And, currently the Lakers are looking like a top 4 team in the NBA currently. But once Luka starts looking better, I could see them sneaking into the top 3. But can't put him above, obviously, the Thunder. Can't put him up over the Cavs or the Celtics. But right now, I would put him in 4th. But anyways, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, more videos. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about the media's attention towards Luka? But anyways, thank you guys for watching.